Good morning, Britain. Gaza's deadly hope because President Biden
was on his way, and that would slow everything down.
The Palestinian president and talks in Jordan as well as
it's all off, and the summits
in Israel, and that's off. He's still going to be meeting these. We're on the brink of something bigger, and I don't know who's responsible, but pointing the fingers at each other. How soon do we get to that terror organisation? But as Alex says, it's obliterated.
No.
In many cases, the regional powers have been coming to their own separate deals with Israel.
Well, they have.
We're on a very, very dangerous moment because nobody is going to be unaffected by what happened yesterday at this hospital. Parents, children, people sheltering, people being treated are horrific. One of those groups should be held accountable, and it looks like someone isn't. In this case,
Susanna,
all the civilians, where we see it and where we know who's responsible, where two groups say it was them on this hospital. I mean, literally, sort of emotionally can't get beyond it, and both saying they might be tempted to.
Would you do what's going?
Alert. Do.
Ideally.
Like Zara did. I wish I had legs and anything like Zara's.
Good
morning, Britain. It's just gone 6 o'clock, and I'm afraid the news is not good this morning. It was an absolutely horrific scene at this hospital yesterday.
Just when you think it can't get any grimmer.
Well, I think yesterday, when we came off air, we thought there might be a glimmer of and perhaps de-escalate, and he was going to be meeting outrage.
Almost beyond description, aren't they?
And both, every side, denying it had anything. Islamic Jihad.
Well, yes, Israel is saying that their intelligence is showing that there was whoever knows what actually happened. The rest of the world doesn't. It's still very confused.
But it has just taken an absolutely horrifying turn because Palestinian officials say 500 people at least have been killed after that huge explosion struck the hospital in northern Gaza. Hamas has blamed Israel for the attack. The Israeli military says it has evidence, including drone footage, which it claims proves an Islamist militant group in Gaza was responsible.
Well, protests have erupted across the Middle East, and the leaders of Jordan and Egypt and the Palestinian Authority have cancelled that planned summit, as we just said, with US President Joe Biden. That cancellation just hours before he's due to land in Israel in Air Force One. Well, our chief correspondent, Richard...
And perhaps even beyond, because the head of MI5 has expressed his concern that the Israel-Gaza conflict could provide twisted inspiration for an attack here in the UK. Our political correspondent...
It's extraordinary, isn't it?
Yes, strictly Zara McDermott and dance partner Graziano Di Prima are hoping to move up the leaderboard as they take on the American Smooth on Saturday night.
The steps on the storyline.
I was watching your Viennese waltz. I thought, I wish I had...
41, still to come. Could you be one of thousands missing out?